Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Fights off a defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gators are in the hurry-up. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Florida and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football, you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He'll take another shot here. Makes a grab deep. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's in open space downfield. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It seems like on every snap, he is right in the quarterback's grill. Second sack of the day, and maybe Joey Bosa, Chase Young, and Vernon Gholston better watch out. There could be a new single-season sack record at some point.
And when you mention those guys, when you watch the game, they always had their imprint on the game. They always dominated football games, and this guy's dominating the football game, single-handedly making that quarterback have to think, where is that guy? We better block him because he keeps hitting.
To the air, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sturdivant. And he's dragged down. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He'll call for the fair catch here. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. And now on second down for this offense. back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Picks up 9. Coming up, 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Unloads quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Gonna run it. It's Donaldson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's gonna let it go. Brings it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. Slithers into space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. To the air, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Wilson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it on the counter. He's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the... down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He's going for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going up top. Reels it in down the left side. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, an incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Peoples. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big...
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He might want another play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Rush is on him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Purdue is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got a man. It's Tate. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Peoples. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws one to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll send the back in motion.
Timeout, Florida.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Graham. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pick off to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. He breaks a tackle. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. And some room to work. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Florida, 19. Ohio State, 14.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Gators have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. There's the hit. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
The return brings it out to the 32, and the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets.